Hi everyone, and welcome to 360 Cam, what's caught my eye in the world of 360 cameras and videos. Oh, and if we haven't met before, thanks for coming to my channel to watch. I really appreciate it. Please take a look around, and if you want to make sure you see more of my content on 360 and action cam videos, how I make them, and some cool edits, please consider subscribing. Cheers. Okay. Let's get on with it. First today isn't a 360 cam, but everyone thought it was going to be for quite a while. It's the new camera from Insta360, the Go. In case you hadn't heard, Insta360 have been running a big tease campaign, promising a very lightweight camera with its trademark flow and stabilization. And weighing in at a tiny 18.3 grams, they've certainly delivered on the lightweight part of things. But will it be a heavyweight in terms of the footage it captures? Well, pretty much everyone seems to have been sent an Insta360 Go to try out and review on the internet. And while there are lots of videos out there now, not many of them are that informative about what it's actually like to use. Check out Mick Ty's video on YouTube for a good starting point. The link is in the description for this video. What we do know is that it's probably not aimed so much at the professional market, though it will have its place for B-roll and maybe behind the scenes shots. What's interesting to me is the different mounts it has, which means it's a truly hands-free camera, and the fact that you can only capture 15 or 30 seconds of video at a time. What this leads to in the Go universe is an AI app that pieces together your footage to auto-generate a segment of footage with all the best bits lined up with music too, which should make up for some compelling social media and B-roll type footage. I actually predicted this. Yes, I did. If you look at my last edition of 360 Cam linked up here, I told you how Insta360 outlined what they had planned for the year to CNBC back in March 2019, citing a new product and development money going into AI. And in my last video linked up here, I predicted a tiny 180-degree field of view camera which auto-generated footage using built-in AI. So, kind of pleased about that. Now, what I think Insta360 have done well in theory is produce a tidy little package, including the camera, all the accessories to get you going, and a tiny little charging and syncing case that gets your footage into your mobile device and lets you get about 3 charges into your camera too. The camera itself looks pretty bare bones with only 20 minutes battery life, but all the magic happens in the case, the software, and the sheer usability of the thing, I expect. I'll report back when I get one to test. I've ordered one yesterday and it's being sent by DHL, but it could take up to 17 days to get to me here in New Zealand. I'll be sure to let you know when it arrives. Okay, second up today, you'll know that the GoPro Fusion, first released in 2017, has had its price slashed recently and then slashed again, pretty much lining everyone to expect a new GoPro 360 to be released anytime soon. And it looks like we're not going to be disappointed, though the details are pretty sketchy at the moment. What we do know is that the GoPro Max 360 is likely to look like some of the photos that were leaked on photorumors.com. The new camera now also appears to have been registered with the Japanese Ministry of Communications as well as the FCC in the United States, so it's definitely in train. And one of those photos appears to indicate that the design moves away from the dual card system, which might make hopefully for a less horrific processing workflow in this new camera than the Fusion. We should keep our fingers crossed. It also looks like the GoPro Max 360 could have resolution at 5.6K at 24 frames per second, 5.2K at 30, and 3K at 60, and a much smaller body than the Fusion too, but still with a little screen there, which will be interesting. I'm sure GoPro will announce something shortly, officially in good time for the holiday shopping season, of course. Okay, and here's my third story for today, introducing the Kandao Meeting, or Meeting the Meeting, or something like that. Now imagine the scenario. Your boss calls you into a meeting. It's the third meeting of an already busy morning. You could really do without this. What's more, it's a video conference, which can be a bit painful at the best of times, especially when perhaps the technology isn't playing as nice as it could and should be. Here's where I think the Kandao Meeting is supposed to fit in. Billed as an all-in-one 360 conference camera, it combines a 360 camera alongside 8 omnidirectional microphones and 2 full duplex speakerphones in what they say is an affordable package. It features autofocus and it's plug and play and compatible with lots of different video conferencing platforms. It can directly connect to Skype, Zoom, WebEx with just a USB connection. And now the pop-up 8K 360 camera can be pressed down to turn off, as well as a way to protect your privacy, and no software is needed for installing and upgrading the camera. It sounds promising. The Kandao Meeting's video conferencing systems automatically focuses on the active speaker, and when there are different active speakers engaged, it will split the screen with a 360-degree wide-angle view displayed on top and a close-up shot of the active speakers below. It can also dynamically recognize and follow whoever is speaking with smooth panning in presentation mode, which is what they're calling it. Now, these are impressive claims, and it'll be interesting to see if we start seeing this popping up around workplaces soon. This camera, the Kandao Meeting, is now available for pre-order on Amazon US for $659 US, and shipping starts in early September. And now that remote work has become the standard operating mode for at least 50% of the US population, it will be interesting to see where this fits a need in the current workforce and businesses that employ them. And of course, it's manufactured in China, and China-US trade stuff at the moment is going to be interesting. You'll find all the links to all the stories I've talked about today in the pinned comment below and the description too. And that's it for this roundup today. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more cool content from me. Until I see you again, I hope, cheers and go well.